ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is your Weather Extreme video for Sunday, August the 9th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and once again coming to you from Chicago. We had a very warm day as we went on a walking tour of Chicago and took some interesting pictures, but that's another story. Let's get right to the pictures for the Skycam network this morning, and here's a look at the sun rising over the Tennessee River from our Decatur Skycam. Always love that shot. And here's a shot from downtown Tuscaloosa, also of the sunrise, but the sun a little bit obscured by the haze early this morning. High pressure at the surface and aloft are the primary factors in our weather, and will continue that way for much of the upcoming week, although we've got a trough we're going to be dealing with a little bit later. Here's the upper air pattern, the 500 millibar, roughly 18 to 20,000 feet, and you can see the upper ridge firmly in place over the southeastern United States, keeping us pretty warm. And as moisture begins to increase, and has been increasing, especially to our west, we got that little kind of inverted trough there over northern Louisiana, and that is helping to create a few showers, especially during the afternoon and early evening. Still warm over the eastern, about the eastern two-thirds of the country. Kind of a little bit cool in the Rockies, but not terribly bad. A little bit closer to home, you can see that we're in the lower 70s this morning, with a little bit of patchy fog being reported. QPF-wise, it looks like we're in for a bit of a showery period, but once again, not everybody's going to get wet every day. We'll see some showers around. I know I didn't get any rain yesterday, but I noticed the Birmingham airport had 1800s and a little bit of rain in the vicinity of Tuscaloosa. Slight risk of severe stretching from western New York and north central Pennsylvania across the Great Lakes and over into Iowa, and just a little bit to the north of Kansas City. So nice area of possible severe weather up there. And I know it turned a lot warmer here yesterday. And interestingly enough, it looks like we've got one of those waves coming off of the African continent, as the tropical cyclone activity looks like it might be on the increase. The National Hurricane Center watching an area there, and you can see it quite nicely on our satellite view this morning, so as it's coming off the coast of Africa. All right, let's get to the 06Z GFS model run, and here's the surface forecast for today, and you can see showers, especially to our west. I think probably from about Birmingham over to the west is going to have the best chances, but the showers should be somewhat isolated. The upper ridge stays with us on Sunday, but it's beginning to flatten as that large and strong trough moves across the northern tier of the United States, creating some interesting weather for the northern tier of the country, but keeping us in a fairly moist atmosphere across central Alabama. That trough does begin to dig in, and that really has an influence on the upper ridge, forcing it much further to the west. And that does bring a front down. I don't think the front's actually going to make it to us, but it might. Not on Tuesday, but it certainly is helping to increase shower chances. And then that trough begins to get cut off from the westerly flow, and you can see it kind of positioned right there about near Jonesboro, Arkansas. And that should really help to increase showers. I think Wednesday right now looks like one of the wetter days for the possibility of the most showers. That little trough stays with us, and so with the moist atmosphere, it looks like we're going to stay relatively wet with that thing with us right through Friday, and then right into Saturday. It's still with us, and then also into Sunday. And so it looks like we stay relatively wet with some pretty good shower chances from Wednesday all the way through into the weekend. All right, let's take a look at the longer range forecast, if you will. And here's Voodoo Country, and it looks like we do continue to feel a bit of the influence of the East Coast trough. This is Wednesday the 19th of August, and then looks like something very interesting begins to happen on Monday the 24th. It looks like we could be seeing the possibility of a tropical system affecting the east coast of the United States. But now remember, this is voodoo, and therefore we'll have to be watching that for the developments, and that's a long way out on the 24th. Well, certainly appreciate you tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. I expect James Spann to be back in the saddle tomorrow morning with the next edition of the Weather Xtreme video. In the meantime, I hope that you have a great Sunday, and Godspeed.